All right, we're continuing 6.1 on rational expressions. We've learned to simplify by factoring and canceling, and now we're going to move on to operations. So the first two operations we're going to look at is multiplying and dividing rational expressions. Let's go through the process first. For multiplying rational expressions, you want to factor all numerators and denominators completely. Once you do that, you are looking to cancel the common factors from the numerators and denominators. Problem 9 will practice that for us. We're going to factor all numerators and all denominators. So when I look at c cubed plus 2c squared, I'm going to find a GCF of c squared. I'm going to factor that out and get c plus 2. Below that, c squared minus 4 is a difference of squares. I will use two sets of parentheses, c plus 2, c minus 2. The other fraction, I have a trinomial. So I'm going to use two sets of parentheses. I'm going to do c and c. The plus means my sign are the same, both negative. I'm going to do minus 2, minus 2. Below that, c squared minus c, I'm not going to let that trip me up. I look for greatest common factors first. These terms share a c. So I'll take out c, and I get c minus 1. Any factor of the numerator that matches any factor of the denominator can be canceled. So I can cancel out c plus 2 with c plus 2. I can cancel c minus 2 with 1 c minus 2. Now I can see that c squared and c share a common factor of c. So this will go away and this will become c. Everything that now remains is different, so I will write my answer. My answer will be c times c minus 2 over c minus 1. The next problem is division, so let's go back and learn the rules for division. So dividing fractions starts out first by multiplying by the reciprocal. Once you're to multiplication, it's everything that it was before. It's factor and cancel. So for chapter 6, you really have to have your factoring down because most everything starts that way. Problem 10. What I do to help me with division is I just draw myself an arrow to remember to flip this as I factor. So this trinomial, I'm going to use two sets of parentheses. I'm going to do 3x and 2x. I'm going to do 2y and 3y. That's 9 and 4. So I'm going to do a minus and a plus. Below that, I'm going to do 3x and 4y. I'm going to do, 4x. I'm going to do 2y and y. And I'm going to do minus, minus. That will give me 8 and 3 is 11. So remember that's an x. Now this one here, when I factor, will be the reciprocal of this. So when I factor the top, I'm going to put it in the bottom. So I'm going to do 2x and 2x minus 3y minus 3y, because that will give me 4 and 9, 6 and 6 is 12. The top will be this trinomial factored, so I'm going to do 2x and 4x minus, minus. I want to get to 14, and I'm going to use 3y and y, so I'm going to put 3y here and y here. That'd give me 12 and 2 for 14. Now I'm going to look to cancel any factors that match. So these match, and these match, and these match. what I'm left with is 2x plus 3y over 2x minus 3y. Remember, you cannot cancel through addition and subtraction, so this stays as is and is fully simplified. Let's try a couple more. This is multiplication, so everything will stay in the position that it sits in. This right here, two terms with subtraction, so that's a difference of squares. Now when I factor that, though, I got to be careful. I have to start by getting 25. So I'm going to do 5 plus x, 5 minus x. The rest of these trinomials, hopefully you're getting to a place where these are becoming pretty easy to factor. This is multiply to 20 and get back to 1. So x and x, 5 and 4, plus and minus. This one is multiply to 12, get back to 7. So x and x, plus 3, plus 4. Below it, multiply to negative 15, get back negative 2. So I'm going to do x and x minus 5, plus 3. Now I can cancel anything that's the same. So although 5 plus x and x plus 5 aren't written the same, addition is identical here. So I can cancel. I can cancel x plus 3's. Then I have to recognize this and this are opposites. Remember, when subtraction is reversed, you have opposites. Opposites cancel for negative 1. So we're going to cancel these, and remember I show my negative 1 in the top. X plus 4 and x minus 4 are not the same, and they are not opposites. So I get x plus 4 over x minus 4, and I'm going to throw my negative in the front. This one is division. So remember, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, so I'm going to remind myself with an arrow to flip this fraction as I'm factoring. So let's try this out. Right, so I want to get to 29 in the middle, so I'm going to use 4x and x. I'm going to do 1 and 7 minus minus, because that'll be 28 and 1, 29. Below that, I want to get 15, so I'm going to do 4x and x. I'm going to do 1 and 4. That will be 16. Take away 1, because this means my signs are different. On the other one, remember, as I factor the top, I'm going to put it in the bottom. So I'm going to do 7x and 4x minus 1, which will be negative 11. Last one to factor is the bottom. It's now going to go into the top. So I get 7x and x. I'm going to use 4 and 1. That's 28. Take away 1 is 27. So this is my minus, and this is my plus. Now again, any factor that's the same in the top and bottom can be canceled. So my 7x minus 1's can be canceled. My x plus 4's can be canceled, even clear across like that. I can cancel these 4x minus 1's. Remember, 1 with 1, so this has to stay, and so does that one. So my final answer is x minus 7 over 4x minus 1.